Hi, mouse. Very eepy. How about yourself? To be honest, I am very much fighting the fall asleep vibe. I almost debated. I was like, you streamed 3 times this week. You could just take a nap. You could just rest and be a little potato. And I was just like, no, brain. No, brain. We gotta get some work done. Come on, brain. We can be an EB potato bun after. It was like I had so much energy at work. Like, work wasn't. Oh! Thank you for the follow, really be goog. I think that's how you say it. Haha, get DeVito'd. See, the thing was, like, for me, it was just like I had so much energy at work, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna stream, gonna work on my comic, I'm gonna get so much done. I was just like, I gotta go get cat litter and mice traps, like, and then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do all the things. I've got so much energy. This is totally gonna work out in my favor and how I want it to go. And I got home, I took a shower, I made dinner, and then I was sitting in my room getting things ready to go, and then I was just like, you know what also sounds fucking fantastic? Sleep. I want to sleep. And I'm like, buddy, no. Buddy, no. I don't foresee myself streaming as long as I normally do tonight because I'm just one, I know I'm gonna be pretty quiet tonight, which isn't the most entertaining of things. I know I'm not gonna be super talkative because I'm sleepy. And two, I'm sleepy, so I don't know how much I can keep my focus. The funny thing too is I came home and I'm like, all right, we're gonna make food before we stream because you're gonna keep thinking about food and then you're gonna be distracted and then you're not gonna want to stream because you're thinking about food. So I was like, all right, we eat food. And then I eat food and it's just like, alright, sleep. And I'm like, what? No. Buddy, no. Meanwhile, my body, we desire a small coma. Oh, speak for yourself, I'm always like this. Chronic fatigue syndrome, baby! I am always ready for sleep. Here's where it sucks. I have chronic fatigue syndrome, but I also have insomnia. So I will be the most exhausted rabbit in existence. I will be so tired. I will just be like, I'll be like on the verge of passing out from exhaustion. And my body, oh, we can't fucking sleep. And I'm like, why not? Why the fuck not? That was me last night. That was me last night. Me absolutely exhausted, really tired. I had to get up in the morning so I can go to work this morning. I like had a list of things I needed to get done today, which I did all of them. I did the things I needed to do. And it didn't help. I was because it was like I was up late. I was like, okay, because like right after stream, I went and did laundry because I realized I should have been doing laundry while I was streaming so that my clothes would have been done sooner. Yeah, I'm still having chest issues. The chest issues come and go is the problem. They do get worse when I'm laying down at night. But I think that's because it's like I said, I think it's because I'm stressed, I'm anxious, and I think that's what's causing the pain. And when I'm trying to sleep, obviously I get more anxious. More so because lately I can't sleep with just sleep. I normally need a noise of some sort, so I have to like look up like a playlist of like, oh, soft piano music or a long commentary free Minecraft Let's Play or something like that. Normally I have to look up one of those kind of things to be able to sleep because I need to have the noise. Because it's like I have a fan that I keep on during the night, and that's one noise, but it's not the noise that helps me, like, sleep, if that makes any sense at all. But I also can't just, like, throw on a Spotify playlist because I need the music to stop some point during the night. I can't let it keep going. And lately, I haven't been able to find anything that fits my requirements for I need this to sleep. And like even replaying ones that I've worked in the past, it just they don't hit right. And so I can't end up sleeping because I'm like, okay, this isn't what I want to listen to. This isn't doing what I need it to do. So I've been just struggling with sleep. And it's quite literally, it's like this is not my first rodeo with a really bad insomnia bout. Like my insomnia used to be way sorry. My insomnia used to be so bad in college. See, I do listen to that kind of stuff occasionally for when I'm trying to fall asleep, but the problem is like none of the videos that I've been watching or anything, they're not doing it for me. Like I'll have it playing, but I'll have to stop it partway through because it's not registering properly in my brain as this is sleep noise, if that makes sense. Like it's not doing enough. And it's like just none of my go-tos have been working for me. And so I just end up laying awake scrolling through YouTube or whatever, trying to find something that'll let me sleep. And then it doesn't help. Last night I was double anxious because Joey, the mouse incident in my bedroom, like that also kept me up last night and kept me anxious. And I gotta set the mouse trap up tonight before I go to bed. I'll probably set that up after stream, so that I can try to sleep a little more soundly, in a sense. Because the problem is that set my anxiety off really badly. Because it's like, okay, is it still in my room? What is it getting into? Is it in one of my craft supplies? Like, what is going up? Because it's like, I don't have issues with mice, per se. Like, I've been dealing with. We've had field mice in our house for so long. It's an old house. They get in yearly, regardless of, like, any efforts. But it used to be. They've never been on. Like, we hear them in the attic. Like, that's a thing. They've been in the attic. But I've never had them in my room, which is my safe spot. This is where this is where I relax and all of that. Um I've never had them show up in my room, and like it was in my room. And I think that's what's really like that stressed me out. And then Joey woke compounding that, Joey woke me up because he was fucking with the mouse. Oh yeah, so like that's the thing is like you can hear them in our attic and everything like that. Um and the attic's above my room. I don't hear them as bad as Spud does. She gets them way worse cuz her room like really hears them. Just like how she can hear like the bats outside the house at night sometimes. Um but it's like it's one of those things where it's like I don't know. It's just like I'm fine with them in certain spaces within the home. That doesn't bug me. Like fuck man, I don't really care when like it's annoying, but I don't it doesn't freak me out per se, but they've been so bad this year. And I don't think it helps that I do know for a fact I know for a fact that since Waddles passed away in spring, my anxiety attacks have gotten more frequent again. And I kind of knew this was I knew it would probably most likely happen if Waddles passed away. I knew I was going to most likely fall back into having really bad anxiety. Um Cuz I love Joey, don't get me wrong. He's a very good bean. He's a good cat, but he's not the same level of comfort Wah used to bring. Because Wah used to be able to tell when I was having issues with my anxiety, and she used to just kind of curl up with me and everything like that, and it used to really really help with those really really bad fits of anxiety. um which is that's the reason why she was the designated like had a doctor's note like yeah, this is an emotional support cat. um and she really did help. She was my little baby, and she really helped me keep my mental state stable. Um, and I knew when I lost her, when I knew that the day would come I would lose her, and I knew it was gonna really fuck with me. Um, and it has. Like I was kind of okay, but it's like the longer it goes, like I start falling back into more anxious habits and everything like that, and so my anxiety has gotten worse and worse to the point that like we said, I've got chest pains because I'm so stressed out and anxious all the time. um I gotta talk to one of my managers at work and see what open enrollment for insurance and stuff like that is, and see if I can't get that's set up to potentially go see a doctor because I might have to do something for my anxiety again because it is getting really severe again. Like to the point, like I said, I'm having bad insomnia again, and it's like, oh yay, we're back in college now. Because that was when my anxiety and insomnia were absolutely peaked with levels of stress. Was back in college. Because one, obviously, like, college. Yeah, Waddles was actually, like, she was, like, I had a doctor's note, and everything, like, she was technically an emotional support animal. So she technically was able to, like, she just was very good for my anxiety. With her personality and behavior, like, that kind of, like, she was a very lax cat, and she was very, like, able to tell when something was up. Um, and I think it does help too that I did raise her since she was a kitten. So like having that bond. And Joey's good to a point. But the difference is Joey is not a cuddly cat. His version of cuddles is I'll be on my bed and he'll sleep in my desk chair. That's kind of his version of cuddles. Whereas Waddles actually would get on my lap and she would provide like that little bit of weighted pressure, just the assurance of I'm right here. She would just be purring and all of that. God, I'm gonna cry again. Oh, I keep telling myself to not talk about the cats on stream because I always end up almost crying thinking about it. Because I miss them still so much. Because I was just talking about this with a coworker today. It'll be 4 years without Clyde coming up. It'll be 4 years this November that we've lost Clyde. It'll be 1 year since we've lost Bonnie. And in February, it'll be a year since we've lost Waddles. And I miss the girls. And, like, the mice situation doesn't help. That doesn't help because the girls were really good mice. They were good mousers. Like, Clyde was an amazing mouser. So, like, we never had this much of an issue with mice until we lost the girls. Joey is useless. Like, I quite literally think in the almost 10 years this cat's been alive, he has killed maybe 2. I think he has killed a grand total of maybe 2 mice. But to be fair, this time of the year is always extremely stressful for me regardless. So I'm kind of hoping it'll pass, and my normal stress levels will return. Like, for whatever reason, October always seems to stress me the fuck out, which is hilarious considering it's one of my favorite months. Because I love Halloween, so October is one of my favorite holiday months. But for whatever reason, for the past couple years or so, every time October hits, I get absolutely tankered in stress. Like, last year we had the car issues, my grandmother's death, my cat's illness, my cat's death in November, a lot of stuff goes on at this time of the year in my offline life. So I always get stressed out around this time of year regardless. I'm just holding my breath, doing my best to get day by day, and just hope that it'll pass like it always does. Not much you can do other than that. I don't think it helps too right now, like specifically this last week was just absolutely hell. Um from the coworker who stressed me out to the point that I actually shouted at work. Like, for the record, I'm so lax when it comes to work normally that I've had several coworkers comment on the fact that they've never heard me yell. But this guy got me so frustrated that I was just like, I was done. I was so done. You ever realize something in your sketch and you're just like, that's a little off? Her head is way too big for her body. But it's fine because I can fix that easily. Yeah, what does it tell you that you can't even you can't even fathom kind of like what would I sound like yelling when I'm pissed off? Loud. Uh my voice can get very loud, so but basically is just I was just frustrated. I actually ended up going and sitting on our prep kitchen. I just curled up on the prep kitchen floor and hid in my shirt to keep from crying. That's how stressed out I got Sunday night. And like I just yeah, it takes a lot for me to actually get angry enough to yell because I don't like to be loud like that. It makes me upset. I don't like it. I would like to avoid it if possible. Like, I don't want to yell. That is very much a thing, is I just don't want to yell. It's not comfortable for me. I always feel like an absolute bitch when I yell. Like, I already got resting bitch face. Like, I don't want to add actually being a bitch into it. And it's just like, there is a level of disrespect I can handle when I'm training newbies. Let me put it this way. There is a level of disrespect I can handle when it comes to training new people at work. Um, I've dealt with it for years because there are a lot of people who look at me and they'll come in thinking they're going to be big boss or whatever. They're like, this job is below me kind of thinking. You would not believe the amount of people. It's like, oh well, it's just dishwashing. I can do this, and it's like yeah, and now you're hours behind and the kitchen needs the shit that you haven't fucking dealt with yet because you don't want to fucking listen to someone who has a organized system that gets everything done. Like, I am the type of person where people get excited when I come in. And that's not me trying to be a narcissist or an egotistical person. Literally, I have this one coworker. Like, I have a couple different coworkers who all ask if I would work the same shifts with them so they can have me working with them. And it's like, I'm sorry, I've got my set schedule that I do. I'm not doing more. Um so there is a level of disrespect I can withstand when I'm training new people. It just kind of comes with the territory and I'm used to it. Some people don't, they have an ego, and you can tell when someone doesn't actually want to be there and they don't want to work. That's the thing. That you can tell when someone doesn't want to actually do the work that's required. Like, for example, one of the guys, super nice guy, I like him. You can tell he doesn't want to do dishes. He wants to be on the line. He wants to be in the kitchen. And that's fine. I get it. It's like, I understand. Like, I get it. I like doing kitchen work too. I just also like the dish area too, because it's monotonous and it doesn't stress me out as bad. Like, I can't, in all the years I've worked in a restaurant, I can count on one hand the days I have wanted to walk out of where I was working from frustration. Like, I can only think of maybe 2 occasions where I actually felt like I wanted to walk out. And I think that says something. No, Sunday was not one of those days. I was not that frustrated, because the times where I've been frustrated enough to want to walk out, they were at my old job. And it was specifically, I had someone who was micromanaging me and preventing me from being efficient at my job, to the point that it was detrimental to the job, and it was making me so stressed out that I ended up crying. That is like literally, I can only think of 2 times that occurred. But what happened Sunday was I was just annoyed. I was just so mad. Because here's the thing. I get wanting to check your phone now and then. Like, you got little friends in the phone you want to talk to and all that. However, you're at work. You're at work to do a job, and you need to do your job regardless of if you want to be there or not. And you can check, like, I don't care, like, I will check my phone periodically throughout my shift. Typically, it's to change whatever I'm listening to, because I wear headphones on shift to deal with my anxiety, because kitchens get loud. And so I'll occasionally, like, if I'm waiting on, like, the machine to stop running or something, like, I can't do anything if the machine is going. Let me put it this way. The machine has about a minute and a half cycle. And during that minute and a half, I only have so many options I can do while I'm waiting on that machine to go through. Oftentimes, I will pre-stack the next runs that need to go through and get them set up to go, or I'll put away what came out through. But there's occasionally, like, I'll be doing, like, a bunch of sheet trays or something like that, and I can't go and do other things while I'm waiting on the sheet trays, because it's like I'll be going through a huge stack of them. So I'll get these, like, periods of time in which I have a little bit of downtime, and during those little bit of downtime, I'll, like, open Discord or whatever and just, like, kind of see what's going on. Like, what are the little blorbos in the phone doing? Check Twitter or check, like, Tumblr and something like that. But normally I don't. I'll like open them, look at it, and then I'll shut it as soon as the machine is done or someone, like, walks around. Like, I'm not gonna stay on my phone. I do it just to kill a little, like, a small little portion of time while I'm waiting on something else. And it's like, I'll be worse near the end of the night, but that's because I literally am just bored by that point of the night. Like, there's only so much you can do at that point when you're waiting on everyone to bring you stuff. But here's the thing. If you go outside for a break check your phone on that break. You shouldn't be back on your phone the instant you're inside. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. Is he would go outside, be out there for like 6 to 8 minutes. He would go outside for over 6 minutes at a time. He would go out without warning. He'd go out for like 6 minutes at a time, come out immediately back on his phone. Like, buddy, pal, you were outside, not working. Check your phone during that period of time. And so that is the exact case. So what caused me to yell was actually that. That was what instigated me shouting at him. Because what had happened was he had vanished on me. It's like, mind you, I was not scheduled to work that day. That day of the week is not a day I work. It is technically a day that I am very firm not working. Like, I very firmly do not work on that specific day because typically my sister has our car and she'll have the car during the period of which I would need to be able to come into work. And so I have only ever worked that day maybe twice. I want to say in the entire time I've been at my current position, I have worked on that specific day of the week twice, maybe. And it's one of those things where it's just like I was there to help, and this guy, like, just, like, at one point, like, yeah, it wasn't that bad of a night business-wise. I was just tired and crabby because I didn't want to be there because I wasn't scheduled to be there. I had been at a party all day. Like, that was the thing. I had been at a birthday party all day. I had maybe an hour of sleep from being in the car. Like, I had not slept at all the night before, so I'm already tired. I'm exhausted. And I'm not supposed to be here. Like, that was the thing. I was not scheduled to work. I am here to help because the manager who asked is a manager I appreciate, and she is very nice and accommodating. And so she asked, and I knew if she's asking me this, that it had to have been some kind of bad because she was asking me on the day I do not work. So I was like, I don't want to, but if they're asking me like this, then something had happened. And I do care enough about my job to, like, go in when I don't want to. Like, I have the work ethic to be like, okay, yeah, I'll come in. So we headed home, and the only sleep I had had in 48 hours was the maybe hour that I slept in my dad's car on the drive back from the birthday party. And so I was tired, and I had been washing stuff, and he just vanished. And I was just like, where the fuck did he... Because if you're gonna go have a smoke break or something, have the courtesy to tell the other person you're going. I think he didn't tell me he was going to have a smoke break because I made him ask the manager earlier in our shift to have a smoke break because I didn't want to deal with it. Oh, it was so cute! You little kangaroo! You're so baby! Oh, I love you. Anyway, so he I think he was mad that I made him go ask the manager if he was allowed to go have a smoke break. Because this is why I made him this is the reason I made him ask the manager instead of me just saying, yeah, sure, go have a smoke break, is because the day before, I had trained him as well. His first day was Saturday, and I was the one who got stuck with him. He was supposed to... he was supposed to stay with me for full shift to train. And he was like, oh, like, throughout the night, he would go out for smoke breaks. And I swear, they got longer and longer each time he left. And I'm just like, bruh, come on. I don't smoke. However, I feel like there's an ounce of, like, you still have to do your work. I'm sorry. If you want to make the money, you have to do the work. And so it was just like he had kept getting longer and longer smoke breaks, and I kept catching him on his phone every time I turned my back. And it was like, he had been told so many times, not just by me, but by, like, management, like, to get off the phone. And it's like, I even told him there are spots that you could check your phone. But, like, he would just do it blatantly in the middle of the... I saw him Snapchatting in the middle of the walkway, and I'm like, bruh. Really? Really? Oh, look at that squishy face. You're so squishy, Joey. So... it was just like that all night, and then the next day he was like, oh, I'm tired, I have like half an hour of sleep, and I'm just like, join the club, buddy. And then he was like complaining about like, oh, my ride's like, I don't know if my ride wants to wait that long, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, seriously? And I'm like, if you have that much of an issue, go talk to the manager. And he's like, no, I can hold this out, And I'm like, okay. And yet he would continue to go on about how tired he was and all of that. And I'm like, buddy, I wasn't supposed to be at work today. You want to talk to me about tired? I just came from a 4-year-old's birthday party. And unlike you, I closed last week. Not last week, I closed the night before. Like, I was at work until 2 a.m. I don't want to listen to you about tired. Yeah. Hey, I mean, if it works, it works. Like, the method is working, so why not just do all the fun? Get some stuff done. Have fun. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream tonight. It'll probably either be a 2-hour or 3-hour, if that. Mostly I'm just gonna line some comic pages. But have fun at theater. I gotta stop complaining about coworkers because I'm gonna stress myself back out. Well, he's not even a coworker anymore. He got fired. You look like an egg. You look like an egg, Bubby. A Bubby egg. A wag. A bag. But hi, Mr. Top 10 List. How are you doing tonight? You came in the middle of me ranting about a former coworker that drove me nuts last week. I love work rants. I'll rant for free. I try to not rant too much about work, but this dude, like, I've been so stressed out I have chest pains. So like that's the level of stressed. Nice, nice. I half debated a post work nap, but I was like, no, you need to stream, and then you can take a nap. Be at least a tiny bit productive before you're a lump. I had someone tell me a compliment on Eclipse, and it made me invigorated to work. That makes sense. I understand that. It's like why I ate before I started streaming and everything. Got home, took a shower, made dinner, and then did stream stuff because I was just like, look, if I don't do this now, I'm gonna just lose focus in stream, and then I'm not gonna want to shower after stream. So get it done now, get it out of the way. Oh, I wish I went to bed. I wish I could fall if I could only stay up till that. I go to bed around like 5 to 6 a.m. I saw the sunrise all week. But to be fair, I get off of work at 2 a.m. So like my actual job, I get home at like 2 a.m. So I think I'm a bit of an outlier when it comes to times. No, I've already I so the way my work schedule is set up, I actually work daytime on Thursdays. It's the only day of the week I work daytime. Saturdays and Fridays are the days I have the really long, like 10-hour night shifts. Um, so I've already worked today. I already went to work today and I got home and then I showered and everything. And I don't go to work until the afternoon tomorrow. So that's why I was like, I could squeak in a stream tonight after work. There's no way I'd stream before going into work. That requires way too many spoons to deal with. I wouldn't be able to. That would just be bad choice on my part because it would use up way too much of my like energy reserves for the day, and work literally needs all of them when I have a long shift. So I don't go to work until the PMs tomorrow. So, but I already worked today. No, that was the fun thing last week. I normally work Thursday days, but I streamed last Thursday during the time I would normally be at work and stuff like that because they actually messed up my schedule last week um and accidentally cut my shifts. And I do mean like literally accidentally. Like I had all three of our managers apologize to me like because they didn't mean to do that to me, but they were also like, why didn't you question it? I'm like, look, my last job place, they were always inconsistent with my schedule. So I just figured I did something wrong and I was being punished. Um, but they told me if my schedule ever gets messed up like that again to immediately talk to them about it. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know. I feel like it's like like I might draw before I go to work, or I'll work on crochet before work, kind of thing. Like that's different, but it's like I couldn't imagine like sitting down to play like video games or streaming before I have to actually go in for a shift. Like I feel like that's just way too much energy that I do not have to exude for both doing work and stream, because it's like like you need a certain energy while you're streaming, kind of thing, you know? You get it? Um So it's definitely just a I can't even like fathom. Because if anything, I don't want to like use up all my energy, then go into work, have no energy for work, and have a breakdown at work. I'd rather just tire myself out at work, come home and sleep, and then maybe do something fun post work. Like, come home, maybe crochet a little, or like do a little doodle or something. Like, I don't think I'd be able to do it like on my long shifts, obviously, like, because I normally come home pretty dead tired because I'm working pretty much nonstop from the time I get in to the time I get home. I do not sit down at work. I am quite literally on my feet for 10 hours straight. Um so it's just like I'm exhausted after work. And I do two of those shifts in a row cuz I'll do a 10-hour shift on a Friday and then I do it again on Saturday. And those are like some of the busiest days. Thankfully, we're heading into slow season right now, so should be a little bit easier coming up. But I trust nothing until I see it. Like I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. But there's been a year or so too where it's like I thought it was going to slow down to be a slow season. Like I thought slow season was coming and all of that jazz, but it never came. It was quite literally like hectic all through winter and everything. There was never a true slow season. You would think, but Sundays aren't the worst here. To be honest, Fridays tend to be far worse than Saturdays in my experience. And I think it's cuz Fridays is when everyone's heading out for the weekends. So like everyone's leaving to like head to the places they want to go hiking or like heading out to like any of the tourist trap areas. And Saturday like they're spending it all out on the mountains and everything like that. Cuz the thing is it's like we have a busy season for summer and then there's leaf peeping season because for whatever reason people don't have leaves that they want to view at their own places. Like, come on, Canada, I know you have your own color changing leaves. You have a maple leaf on your flag. Don't play me like this. Um I unfortunately live in one of those areas that gets all the tour buses full of people that just want to look at the changing colored leaves. Um And so typically Columbus Day is normally when things start slowing down. However, we still have a lot going on and then there's a small lull from like Columbus Day to Christmas cuz it's like you go cuz ski season will pick up too. I know that we have a really busy Veterans Day because Applebee's does a Veterans Day like discount thing. I believe it's veterans eat free on Veterans Day, um, or something like that. They have a big promotion for it. I know that they did it last year, and I think it's a yearly thing. Um, but normally it does quiet down a little bit in winter. Like, we do get, like, the ski season boom, but we do also get, like, snow days. Like, I've been called out of work a few times because the snow was so bad and they didn't want anyone driving in it. But for the most part, Sundays actually do tend to be quiet, but I think it's because we have a lot of churches. At my old job, we used to get really busy during the lunch period on Sundays, and I used to call it the church rush, because that's normally what it was, is it would be all the families who had had morning church, and they would be going out for lunch and everything, post prayer and all that. But I don't really see that as much at my current place of employment. Just really busy Fridays. Like, that is the funniest thing to me, is the fact that Fridays are busier than anything else. Because I used to think of Saturdays as being, like, the busy day. But for some reason, nah, it's not Saturdays. It's Fridays. But thankfully, it's just getting to that time of the year where I'll start being able to do more artwork and everything like that, even with my same schedule. Like, I work pretty much the same exact hours, but I always just... I don't have as much to do offline once winter hits, kind of, if that makes any sense. Like, I still stuff I have to do, but I don't do, like... I try to limit how often I go out in winter as much because I don't like driving in it. And it's just, the roads around here get really bad. So winter tends to be more of a just kind of bundle up and do stuff at home. Plus, it's also easy because I'm not getting heat sick every other day. I get so heat sick in the summer. I would die if I had to live south. I'm so northern it hurts. Florida, Texas, what have you, they'd kill me. God help me if I ever went to California. I would turn into fried shrimp. Grab the cocktail sauce because I'd be fried. Hi, Bringer. How you doing? How you holding up today? Exactly, a California fried this shrimp. Caution may cause cancer because of the state of California. Because everything causes cancer in California. I'm sorry, Joey's just snoring. He's got like his... I can just see his fucking paw. Oh, about to lose his shit? You got the big purr. I just have a snoring boy. I just have a Joey who's in his chair snoring. It's so funny. So, excuse you, why are you being weird? Hey, why are you... That was weird. That was weird. It wasn't letting me, like, scroll with my Zoom. Anyway, I was gonna say... So, I recently let Joey have my desk chair to sleep in just to keep him from crying in the hallway at night. And it has become his favorite perch lately. Past couple days, it's where he's been roosting. And he... So earlier, my sister was in my room with me, you know, just chilling, hanging out, talking to me after work. And she sat down in my chair for a bit. And Joey came upstairs. And he saw her in my chair and was so mad. He was so upset. Willow, no! Willow, baby, no! Bad wisp. Bad little wisp. But, Joey, like, came up the stairs and glared at Spud. Like, he was not a happy cat. Like, he saw her in my chair and was just like, no, this is mine. What are you doing in my chair? I was just so upset. And then so she stood up and he instantly jumped into the chair and got comfy. Like, excuse me, this is my spot. I'm sorry, spot's taken. Hello, this is my chair. It was so funny. I, like, left him in the chair when I went to work this morning, came home, still in the chair. But hey, I'll take him in the chair because I at least know what the fuck he's getting into, instead of wondering, is he being a menace somewhere? At least in the chair, I know he's not being a menace. I know he's just snoring because he's asleep. Even if he won't hunt the mice. I had to go buy mouse traps today, considering it's because it's like my living mouse trap don't fucking do his job. He is the worst mouser. He's so bad at mousing. CB rabbit. I debated if I was gonna do coloring today or if I was just gonna do some line stuff. And I think I'm just gonna try to get these 3 pages lined. With this page next. I'm just not focused enough to focus on coloring. Because coloring requires thought process. I feel like line work is less thought-inducing. Because you're mostly just kind of cleaning everything up that's already there. At least it is for me, but that's because my sketches are pretty clean. Oh, ow. Motherfucker. That hurt. Nothing says fun like a sudden migraine. Tasty. Love it. Fucking, like, right in the center, like, not the center of my head, like the left side, right above my eye, just a sharp, pinching ice pick headache, just fucking. And I'm just like, can we not? Migraines are very much a not num num num. I eat that. I don't eat that. I pick it up, I put it away. I pick it up, I put it in the fridge. I ain't gotta think about that shit. Expiration date. No, I'm not shocked I got one. It still just hurts. And it lingers. Ah, fuck. I think the worst part is, like, I was fine. I was surprised I didn't have a migraine today because it was raining, and I always get migraines when it rains. And I was just like, okay, cool, I didn't get a migraine today. That's awesome. My migraine? Think again, bitch. But yeah. Me? Can you just... No. The answer is no. I don't like that. Not delicious. No. Fuck. I think the other worst part is it's like you get one and then suddenly everything's too bright. Funny enough, I was just talking about light sensitivity with migraines to a coworker earlier. Cuz I used to have string lights that went around the top of my bedroom's border. So like all along the top edge of my wall, I used to have candy corn colored string lights, so they had this really nice soft glow to them. Currently I only have these black UV lights that are above my corkboard, but I don't have my candy corn ones anymore, so I don't really have my low lights. I had a I have I used to have these waterfall LED lights too that I used for low lighting, but they unfortunately kicked the bucket, and I'm very sad about the fact that they kicked the bucket because now I don't have lights in my room that I can use as low lights when I get hit with a migraine, and I'm unable to I can only have like my highlights on, and it's just so annoying. Like the closest I can get to a low light right now is if I turn my overhead off and I have the side table lamp on, but even then that's not the right level of low light because it's a very like centralized light, if that makes sense. Whereas like when I had the string lights, it was a very nice like overall like soft lighting that would I could still get work done with with the level of lights that I had on. Versus now it's just like it might work, it might not. Oh, fuck. I fucking hate migraines. Bet you who's gonna sit in the dark after stream. Did you guess I'm gonna become a deep sea shrimp? No light. No light, no light in your pale blue. I can be so innocent. Anyway. Yeah, pretty much. You can just picture me just sitting in my saucer chair just Just like this, just fucking sitting in my saucer chair, just ominously. I have scared people. I Funny enough, I have actually scared people this way because I will sit in the dark working on stuff, or I'll sit in low lighting working on things when I have a bad migraine. It happened a few times back in college where I would get a migraine, so I would just turn off all the lights in like my room and I would continue working. Because it's like, I got stuff to do. I can't let a migraine stop me. Granted, I mean, it probably helps too. I'm the fucking nut job who's had migraines since I was a kid. So I'm more or less used to them now, and yeah, they hurt. Like, a migraine hurts and I fucking hate them, but they don't really stop me from doing anything anymore. They just annoy the piss out of me. And I more or less treat them as just a nuisance. But that's like I was talking to someone earlier. It's like, yeah, unfortunately for my body, I have learned to ignore most of its signs that something is wrong because I'm constantly in pain. Oh yeah? What's your bad college light story? I just spook people. I just scare people because I sit in the fucking dark like a freak. I gotta turn my overhead light off. Hold on just a moment, guys. Fuck, it hurts. It's way too bright in here now. Oh, this sucks. I don't want to get up to turn my lights off. Those kind of people suck. Like, they just can't fucking understand. Like, some people it's just like, you just doesn't make sense. That helped a little. Probably gonna just try to finish this page and then I'm gonna just sit face down in the dark. No lie, I'm probably gonna have to just sit face down in the dark after. What the fuck? That's terrible. That makes me think of the roommates I had that stole my dishware and broke my bookshelf. Oh, and moved all of my shit when I wasn't there. And cut up my plastic flowers. For aesthetics. So I had... Wow. That's shitty. Just... Yeah, it just sinks into the soil. Slowly I sink down into the earth, Reclaim me, soil. Let me rejoin your fold. Let me be one with the earth. I will become the worm on string. Oh, jeez. So it's a real horror story times. I want you guys to know that when I got up to turn my overhead light off, I gave Joey some pets. Purring, absolutely rotund, squishy, and totally unbothered by the fact I just kind of like scooped my arms behind him and buried my face in his stomach. He is just completely unbothered. Of course, you say the health thing, and now I'm thinking about how my college was basically, well, because you're sad all the time, because you have these issues, you're a danger to students. We're only gonna let you come back to school if you get a therapist that's in walking distance from our school, and you have to be on all of these things, and you can't live in the dorms. You have to find other accommodations because your mental health is fragile. Good luck! I am still bitter. They basically told me that my friends shouldn't have to worry about me. They were like, you're selfish because your friends are concerned about you. And it's like, great. Yeah. Telling the person with the mental health crises that they're a horrible person, that's gonna really do one over, boys. I'm not getting into that. But yeah, I had a college roommate who they just stole my, I think the funniest thing is literally it was just like we had acknowledged that we had similar dishware, but they were the same kind of people who would just use other people's dishware without permission. Well, I'll wash it when I'm done. Like, bitch, just buy your own. Use your own. Don't use mine. And then at the end of the year, oh, well, this one's actually mine because I'm always using it. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. I bought that. I bought that myself. But whatever. I'm also thinking now about the other roommate I had that basically abused our school printers when they weren't supposed to. So, I went to art school, and we have a print lab, obviously, because you had to print off your pieces for your assignments and everything. And you weren't supposed to print, per se, personal things at the print lab. The print lab materials were specifically supposed to be for schoolwork and school stuff, which makes sense. Like, it's for school stuff. That's what the part of the print lab was. There was a person, she was my first ever roommate in college, and she would print all her convention prints from the print labs at school. And she'd just be like, well, it's cheaper for me to do it this way, so I can kind of like get more for my buck. I'm like, but you're not supposed to. And she's like, no one's gonna find out. I've been doing it for years. And I'm just like, what? What? Rule Stickler Bun was just like, what? It's just... Like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I get it. You want to save money and you have the resources to print out of school, but like, there's something scummy about using up all the paper and time, because it's like these printers could only print so much at a time, and other students needed them too to print their schoolwork off, and she was just using them and eating up time and print space for her prints for con to make money off of. Like, get the hustle, but you're kind of screwing other people over at the same time. That, and it was actually explicitly for like in the rules for using the print lab that you weren't supposed to print stuff like that. So I was just always just like, what? I don't know, she just seems so proud of the fact that she was just like, hey, yeah, I'm just totally abusing the system here. Like, it'd be one thing if there was, like, multiple of these printers, but there wasn't. There was a single printer, so it's like... And the prints would take a long time to do, too, so it's like if people were trying to print their homework off, and she's just sitting there, and she's just chewing up the printer time. Who is pooping? Oh, Asa Bringer. I'm going to devour Ku's art in a hungry, ravenous mood. That's so cute, though! That's a cute setup. Your roommate's on crack. Your roommate was on crack, Bringer! So, my college roommate had a, My college roommate had a Casey plush, and to make Casey an outfit, I cut off a pant leg and shoved Casey in the pant leg. Casey fit. I was always saying I was gonna. I always was joking that I was gonna steal Nico's Casey. Also, can I tell you, I'm still not over happy saying, like, Eclipse is a well-known OC in the fan. And I was just like, what? 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 Like, when they said that the other day, or was it today? Whenever they said it in chat, I was just like, what? No, she's not! Like, if I'm gonna think a well-known fandom OC, I'd think, like, Blue. Like, with Cheesy. Or, like, Max stuff. Like, if I'm gonna think of a well-known fandom OC, I definitely would think, like, Blue or something first before I would ever think of Boof. come on, Brainscape, just let me finish the page. Damn it. Also, I've been thinking about potentially until I get the new, until I get like my new models and stuff done, I was thinking about making like a little asset of my iPad to have in front of the shrimp. Just plop an iPad, like plop a big old tablet dry thing in front of the shrimp. Like, not even have him animated to it or anything, just plop it in front of him. I think it would just look so stupid and funny. God, how annoying do I have to be when I'm trying to think of what I'm doing with my line art when I'm zooming in and out like that? Like, I feel like that has to be so annoying to watch sometimes when I'm just thinking, so I zoom in and out, zoom in and out. I'm so excited because I'm almost to the page that I'm excited for. Because get to the page that she takes it off. We're close, I say, as if it's not 10 pages away. But these 2 pages just, I love his fucking face in this one. Like, these 2 pages bring me serotonin. It's funny. Boobs are funny. She got titty and he don't know how to react. 300 years dead and he's getting a boner. Snatch out here like, damn, that still works. Big titty boof mom. I forgot. I forgot this was just sitting here. I don't understand how y'all find me entertaining to watch when I'm just no coherency. I just exist. This is how it is. This is how it's been. This is how it will continue to go. Haiku! What's up? I'm going to devour all of the purple art. It will taste like grapes. And arsenic. Go eat. Eat something. Eat something and then puts yourself into a food coma. That's a will-o-wisp. Hello, will-o-wisp. I see you typing on the keyboards. Naughty willows. She has words she wishes to share with chat. Let her speak. The feline wishes to educate us. You're gonna have to have a will-o-wisp emote. Like, you have to have a willow emote when you finally get going. Well, she's gonna creature, that's what she's gonna do. Well, that's a first in a while. I haven't had a disconnect in a hot second. Damn, I haven't had a disconnect in a hot moment. Likes me. Got that page lined. Uh-oh. Plastic! Oh my god, Joey. You're so nugget. You're so nugget. Welcome back. You're such a nugget. Majestic nugget. Ooh, fries and hot dogs. Yummy. Hot dog doggo! Begone, bot! Silence, bot. Coo, you brought your bot with you! Oh, yeah, hydrate! Everyone got a sippy. I actually have I got a new cup like a week or so ago. A whole gallon? Koo is gonna pee forever! I was gonna say, I got a new cup and it's got a bunch of ghosties on it. It's supposed to be color changing, but my drinks are never cold enough for it to actually color change because you need it to be like ice cold to change. And I hate ice cold drinks. I'll share a picture after stream. It's really cute. I got it from Walmart. It's one of those glass cups with like the wooden stopper and then you have the straw down the center. It's a full background for the top panel, and I don't want to draw it. I hate backgrounds. I'm weak. Talking head party forever. Yeah, I saw it at Walmart and I was like, I don't need another cup. However, I desire another cup. And then it ended up in my cart. It was also like one of the last ones of it, and it's like, I love having spooky cups to use year round. Like, one of my favorite mugs to use is it's shaped like a little ghost. Koo, you don't understand how many cups I already own. It was so many cups. And yet I keep buying more. I just love having a little vessel to drink from. I got so I have a plastic wine. I don't drink wine, but I have plastic wine glasses because they hold like a whole can of soda. And I have one that says rabbit juice that I bought on Easter a few years back, and I still use it. But I just purchased one that says boo juice on it. It's got ghosts. Because it's like, I wanted to get another one because I like my rabbit juice one. But, like, all the Halloween's ones, they were always alcohol themed. They were like, I'm here for the booze. And I'm like, I don't drink alcohol. I don't care if it's technically a plastic wine glass. I don't drink alcohol. Yeah, sure. It's on my desk, so I can snap a photo of it after stream. I'll snap a photo of that and the boo juice and the ghost cup. But one of my favorite mugs to use year round is I have one that's shaped like a little ghost. I got it from TJ Maxx. No, it's from Walmart. It's not from TJ Maxx. It's my black cat mug and my pink cat mug. Those are from TJ Maxx. The ghost is from Walmart. But it's just this really nice heavy ceramic cup. And it like lives on my desk, and it actually lives behind my drawing tablet. I don't know enough Street Fighter lore to understand what you mean by that one. Originally, I wasn't going to stream as a sushi today, and then I realized it was past 7 because I got spaced out, and I was just like, oh, sushi time. It's sushi time! Sushi, sushi! I'm the freshest shrimp you know. Me sipping on my sparkling apple cider be like, oh yeah, I'm so sloshed right now. That's hilarious. Whenever I think of Street Fighter, I think of terminal montages, something about um the something about Street Fighter video, and I just always think of the one scene where it's like on an airplane and then it just looks down and like the really American one is just standing there and then it glitches out as a reference to like an actual glitch that I guess happens in the game. So every time I think of Street Fighter, I just think of that video and I just think of that specific thing as well as the guy he had doing like Bison's voice. Because he has like a little like blooper clip at the end and it's just the Bison voice actor. It's delicious! And it just makes me die laughing every single time.
Pollo!
His videos are also the thing that got me like kind of interested in Kirby. I've never played a Kirby game, but I someday will pick one up.
Pollo, pollo. Pollo.
Makes you wonder though if it's just an herbal mix, if there's still like something fermented in it that's similar to alcohol. And that's what gives the drunken fizz, because it is drunk, just without the drunk that you would think. think what's funny is some of the pages I'm working on currently, their original sketches were done almost like a year and a half ago, if not 2 years ago. I just didn't have time to work on them till now. Like, I even had to resketch most of these from their original forms. Put that done. I got all 3 pages that I want to line done. Which is nice considering I didn't think I was actually going to get through all 3 of them because of my head. But that's all I think I'm going to do for tonight. I'm not focused enough to be able to line more, and I know the next couple pages after this one I know need more cleanup on the sketch stage, and I'm too tired to do that tonight. So thank you guys so much for coming by. Sorry it's a little bit of a shorter stream tonight, but I'm gonna go lay face down in the dark because my head is still hurting. Thank you guys for coming by. I'll see you next time. Probably next week. I don't know what time, but we'll find out. We'll find out together, because I never know when I'm going to stream until the day I decide that I'm going to stream. Consistency who? Not Bun. But, see you guys later. Hope you all have a great night.